Hi, Dave here, and we're going to do a speed painting this time. And I kind of want to complement the longer painting episodes where I kind of work on something hour by hour, day by day, along with the design and study episodes. I think I can kind of end that cycle with more quick concepts, quick paintings, where you just focus on trying to say or tell a story, or maybe make some kind of mood painting. I'm kind of thinking of the work of Yi Liu. Yi Liu is a concept artist that I recently reviewed, and a lot of his work, his paintings, even though it's kind of photo bash, they seem quick to me, and they're kind of enough to say or kind of communicate some kind of mood. And I think that's what I should go for when doing speed paintings. And I'm going to limit it the same way I limit all the other episodes in this kind of art with me series. And I'll go for just 1 hour and see what I can come up with, you know. And maybe I should, I was thinking of going for grayscale, painting for a grayscale kind of painting. But I think I should just, start with color and be more, and develop that skill of just starting with color anyway. And it's obviously way more fun to do that sort of thing. So I am going to use a few more kind of, special brushes to kind of speed up my process, because obviously it's a speed painting, so I have to like have speed, so I have to be kind of efficient. Where the fuck is it? Is it here? No way. Oh, it's in the brush effects. So by the way, I do have a background kind of brush, and it's really just a pattern. I forgot what this tool is called. It's kind of in the same, it's kind of like a pattern stamp tool. It goes along with the clone stamp tool. And what you can do is actually, what I do is I make a photo, a pattern or texture in Photoshop, and I use that with the impressionist setting on, and I kind of click any photo that I want, and I pick the photos based on the color palette. All I do is kind of squint my eyes and see the best photo that I think is, but kind of gives some kind of emotion, and I kind of go for that photo and make that a pattern. And let's say I pick this photo. If I turn the impressionist setting off, it kind of just implants the photo as is, or at least stroke by stroke. But if you have it on, you can kind of get this weird, almost like a painterly kind of thing, right? If I turn it off again, I mean, if you kind of not, or if you continue to press your pen on the canvas, it's going to it's going to show the exact photo. But if you go at it stroke by stroke, it does create some kind of difference, and I think it's you can make that chaotic kind of look happen. So yeah. So I actually do like this palette. I want to try this one because I feel like a lot of my recent work is pretty dark, right? And I do recommend you go to unsplash.com. It's a free website, or a website that provides free photos that you can use for personal and commercial use, and they're pretty high quality, so I do recommend you check them out. And I advise you find a photo that has a wide range of values. It doesn't. You could try to see or focus on the hues if you want a kind of an image with a variety of hues. But for me, I think the main thing you should have is a good range of values from light to dark, you know? Because you can always add in colors later on if you want, but I think you want to be able to start off with a nice value set range, right? So I think that's good enough. I think I'll flip the canvas. For me, it's F2. It's my personal shortcut. So I'm having coffee tonight again. Yes, and I feel like I want to use more textured brushes because I feel like they're more bold. And for doing speed paintings, I think you're going to be fast if you actually know what you're painting. So I'm going to avoid doing characters in general, or if ever I do some kind of person, it will probably be some kind of silhouette. Just because I don't have the enough experience to be able to paint it fast. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be a good idea to it's not a good idea to do something or try to do something fast when you're not experienced at it. Cause yeah, I feel like I need to practice more with my character design. So right now I'm starting actually with an abstract kind of piece and seeing where that goes, right? And I can use the clone stamp tool along with the pattern stamp tool. Shit, I forgot what's the actual name for it. Shit. Yeah, I forgot the name. It's called something. It's the shit. Oh, it's the pattern, yeah, pattern stamp tool. And I kind of use the pattern stamp tool along with the clone stamp tool. So for the clone stamp tool, all I do is kind of select the area I want to multiply or kind of bring in onto the other area by holding Alt and selecting the area I want to kind of copy. And then start painting on the area where I want the copied area where you selected with the Alt key in the beginning to be. Yeah. I do think it's a good idea to kind of use Photoshop's variety of tools because they're going to help you in a lot of ways. I know it helps me to speed up my process, and it provides a nice kind of way to break some kind of rut. Because you can create like a lot of happy accidents as you do this kind of thing, and yeah. I'll try flipping and see what I can see. I think I would like to focus more on kind of a horizontal cinematic kind of view. So if ever I'm going to speed paint something, it's almost always going to be, well, not almost always, but for now it's probably going to be some kind of mech because I can kind of wing it. And by doing speed paintings, avoid the details. Think always, or try to think of the bigger picture as much as you can, because you're trying to get the main concept out, and I don't think it's a good idea to it's going to take away the speed if you focus too much on the details. So yeah, I feel like this could be some kind of, I'll change the brush. See that wide range of values there? Like, it's easier to tell shapes from each other if there's a nice balance of darks and lights. Maybe I'll go for this simple round brush with some texture. Um, so I think a good part of the painting is finding the image in the chaos, right? Finding the subject within this chaotic kind of thing. As of now, I actually can't see the thing, you know? Like I don't have a clear idea yet. So I'm going to have to just keep pushing this thing, right? And to save time, I'll try to limit it to just one layer because it's just easier that way, you know? This could be like a shadow. Right? So maybe this is some kind of environment. What is this image trying to say to me? Could be an environment, right? A bridge. Again, try to avoid the thing you're not good at doing it. If you don't have enough experience on that thing, you're not going to be able to paint it fast. Because, again, you don't have the enough experience to be able to simplify something, right? Or that specific something, so. This could be like a plane. We'll try to use this brush. So yeah, I think I should go for a plane because that's the thing I'm seeing right now. So I guess I'm going to have to I think you should have like a time limit in terms of, let's say you'll spend 10 minutes finding a certain thing and exploring like a shape or a kind of subject, finding something in that kind of chaos and abstraction. And then once you've set on that, or once you're done with that, or once that time is over, I think you should invest in developing a specific idea. I mean, that's not a rule, but it's just my kind of take. It's an approach that you could try. You know what I mean? So yeah, this could be like a kind of plane. Or maybe not a plane. Maybe it's a cockpit of a plane, but it shouldn't just be a plane. Maybe it's part of a mech, right? Whoa. Let's try this. Something more easy to sculpt with. This guy. Maybe I can use the L for the lasso tool. Control Shift C, Control V, Control T. And I can hit E. That's a good brush to erase with, a hard edged brush. And I noticed how I didn't even have to think about the color. The photo did it for me essentially, and I'm just kind of making use of that chaos or the palette that just comes naturally with the photo. And again, I do recommend unsplash.com, very high quality photos, and yeah, I do recommend you try making them into a pattern and use them as a way to kind of start a painting, you know? I'll try this flat brush to just put this thing back, further back, you know what I mean? And notice I'm pretty zoomed out. So let me just crop this thing. Let's hit clear. I want to go manual. Bring it here. And what I'll do is I'll hit M for the marquee tool, select this. Control Shift C, Control V, Control T. Ta-da! Amazing. So this could be like something embedded in a cliff, in some kind of desert kind of place. And I think it helps to be very bold in this kind of thing. And again, just try limiting yourself to the colors of the photo that you've selected, right? Because it's just going to be easier. If ever you want to develop the thing more, you can always do that later. But when you're trying to do a speed painting, take a chill pill and just let it happen, you know? So I feel like this is some kind of I think this one feels too much like a plane, and I wanted to make it like a mech. So maybe you can hit L, lasso tool, Control Shift C to copy everything within that selection, Control V to paste that, Control T to transform, right? Maybe distort, warp. Let's hit F1 to flip the canvas. That's my personal shortcut. I'll hit E to erase this part here. Is that better? I think that's better. Kind of. And I'll hit L again to select this area. And I feel like I want to make it smaller. Control Shift C, Control V, Control T. Yeah, kind of further away just a bit. Control T. Hit E, maybe. It doesn't have to be pointy. I'll hit B and start painting over shit again. And you should be okay with or comfortable with painting over previous stuff. And I do think that's a skill in itself, to be able to just let go and start anew. Learning how to quit on something is such an important skill. So this could be like a bridge, right? Let me just put this guy further forward. This thingy. Control Shift C, Control V, Control T. Move it here. Maybe it's like that, okay? I'm going to hit B. Maybe go for a texture brush just to be more maybe it's this guy. And if ever, you can actually go back and photo bash, right? Because once you have like a good like base, you can just add some textures in, photo textures, and get some decent looking stuff. Again, look at how I'm not even thinking about the colors. Look at how amazing this technique is. So try it out. I think you'll have fun if you kind of let the photos or the original photo kind of take care of the colors and value range. All you have to do is just think of a nice way to kind of play with those constraints, right? I'm not sure what this thing is. I do know the cockpit is a good idea, but I'm not sure how. Design-wise, I think my mechs are still weird. But again, focus on the big picture. I think I'm focusing too much on the details here. Maybe there should be some kind of arm. I'll hit L because I like this shape. Control Shift C, Control V, Control T. Flip horizontal maybe. Or maybe distort. And you want to make use of the shapes you've done before. Look at that. Look at how amazing this technique is. Maybe hit V to move it around, hit E to erase those unnecessary edges. So we'll try playing with it more. Flip horizontal maybe? Or it's too similar. Flip vertical, flip horizontal, flip vertical. I think that's better. And maybe warp it just a bit to make it more rounder here. It doesn't have to be exact, right? and I have to think of the values as well, right? I have to make sure there's this nice kind of gradation of values, like from here to here to here. Like it gets lighter or darker. Like there's ought to be this nice kind of gradation of like leveling off, or yeah. Hopefully you get the point. Oni-chan. So I'm not sure where I want to push this thing maybe further forward. It maybe hit E, and I don't think I need this back thing right here. Hit B and start painting. Or maybe use this opaque brush. It's a solid circle round brush with some texture. It's very bold. I'd be wary using this too much because it can fill up like a big area very quickly, and you can actually lose your previous strokes, and it's kind of a waste, I think. I'll go back to this one, the opacity type. So it's been 21 minutes. Maybe I can sometimes split this session into 2 paintings, like 2 30-minute paintings. I mean, that's quite possible, but I don't know. I think I want to spend some time developing something. But again, it's not like a full development because I'm only going to be able to limit myself to just one. Because I'm going to limit myself to 1 hour, so it's not a reasonable thing to I had a point. So this one should be darker here, just a bit. Here lighter. Again, we are limiting ourselves to just the photo, right? To the original color palette of the photo. I'm not sure where the arm ought to be. And I feel like the perspective is off here. I need to be able to cover this area more, right? Maybe bring something darker here, like a darker piece. Add some blues. So you're kind of adding some design elements here. Right? Giving it some color and variation. It's not just fully like beige. But again, you can always work on the colors, like the specific kind of coloring. No shit. Later, if you want to develop it more, right? Gosh, this looks so fucking awesome. I feel like I want to extend this. Hear me out. Just like this, just a bit more. Maybe like this, even more. Or like this. Like this? Is that too much? Yeah, I think that's too much, bro. Let's keep it chill. Maybe just a bit more. Just a tad bit more. Oni-chan. Control Shift C, Control V, Control T. Move that there. Huh? Is that better? Oh, I know. I think I want to play with this shape, if I may. Do you see this thing? It kind of goes like this, and I feel like it's too much. It's too the same. Or it's kind of too boring if I do that. So maybe I can try doing this. Like bringing this cliff even more forward. Bring this backward. You know what? I think it was a good idea to turn off the impressionist option for the pattern thingy. Right, so because I did have like that brush set with the impressionist thing on, but I actually forgot that you can like the painting or the photo restarts for each stroke, so it's not going to be direct. It only becomes kind of like a direct copy once if you kind of leave the pen pressed on the tablet. So that's pretty cool. So I'm not sure what this thing. Maybe there is a kind of bridge here, maybe a natural looking bridge. Something is wrong here, like it's not making sense. Let's go for this guy. Not sure what this thing is. Is it too big? No, it's fine. Not too big. Oh shit, I'm out of coffee, bro. Oh shit, I feel bad. I guess I'll just limit myself to water. Maybe this is too dark. Let's lighten this bitch up just a tad. Oh shit, I'm doing details. Where are the arms, bro? And what the fuck is this thing? Right? This is kind of cool. This kind of, maybe there is an actual kind of rock formation or an actual bridge, right? But I think I just want to limit it to this kind of area. To this area, right? I actually do like that value, so let's bring in some darks here. There you go. Some rock formations. Let's use the flat brush here. Bring some darks here to break up that light part. But not too much, because this thing is almost a desert-like. This actually lacks red, but again, I want to limit myself to just the photo that I started with. Am I right? Am I right or am I wrong? This could be some kind of gun. Again, it helps if you have like a solid visual library, or experience. Essentially, visual library means your experience. You'll be able to. You can play with a lot of things if you have like a good base of experience painting shit, right? So. Oh, core shadow maybe. I'll go back to the this guy. Because it's way less stronger, or it's more kind of easier to manage, I guess. Let's keep it simple in the edges. Let's focus on this guy and try to design a bit. I'll just make a new layer to be safe. Let's figure it out, bro. Let's go for a more thicker brush. Let's go back to this guy. Maybe this guy. I want to bring in some blues here. Let's try a not so strong brush. Maybe a rake brush. Okay. To kind of just soften things up a bit. Oh yeah, I actually haven't used my smudge and mixer brush tools. So maybe I can work on that later. And also speed paintings have to be, I think, have to be at least pretty, right? I mean, yes, you're trying to do it quickly, but I think it has to be pretty enough to be presented. Yeah. I think using this kind of rake brush is great for just adding a bit of variety to the thing. And of course, you can find this in the opaque brush pack in my Gumroad. I feel like I need to fix that's I feel like that's more of an accessory. Let's go to this brush and really go for the arm, define the arm quickly, because we don't have like enough. Oh, we have 30 minutes left. Not bad. This area will have the most contrast, so let's work with that concept. Oh yeah, I can post this on my ArtStation, right? Sometimes I actually forget to update. By the way, I did lose like followers on my ArtStation again, so I feel bad whenever that happens. But it's fine. I'm still trying to. I think I'm still in that position where I'm still trying to find my place. Like I haven't proven myself to be worthy yet, I guess, of the attention of others. That's what I feel, at least. But if I just continue this, because I think the biggest drawback, or not drawback, but the biggest thing that's kind of hindering development is if you don't have a good system, like routine, schedule, if you don't have a focus along with that, you're not going to create efficiently. You know, you're going to be very scattered, and people don't like scattered things. Some sense of consistency is desired, right? So maybe I should curve this even more to this side. This should be darker here. Because you see this kind of dash of light or dash of shadow? So a part of this mech is actually in shadow. Let's use some blues here. Bring in some of these light blues and just bring it here in the darker areas. And some greens, not bad. They're kind of like bluish gray. Oh yeah, that's a wrong way to define the arm there. Let's go for this guy. Let's do this. I still don't know what this thing is. Could it be like a hand doing this? Right? But I feel like it makes sense though. Like shape-wise or in terms of direction, I do like this thing. So we'll see what we can do with that. So this brush is part of my opaque brush pack. Now you have to be careful with these sorts of brushes because you can kind of take away the painting behind it, because it's kind of thick. It's great for filling in large areas or kind of shadow silhouette-y areas, but yeah, be very sparing with that kind of thing. If you can't think of the design, just think of the shape. Just try to make it interesting when doing a speed painting, because obviously you won't be able to have time to really design it when you're doing a speed painting. Maybe this could be like a platform. What do I think? Does that make sense? Because this guy is embedded almost in the wall. Maybe this thing is kind of just stationed for emergencies and shit. Okay, I think I'm thinking too much. Let me just keep painting. I do know this shouldn't be as dark, so I'm going to have to hit maybe 2 for 20% opacity and just lighten this thing just a bit. Like that. To show that it's not super dark. Because if it's too dark, it's going to make the painting look flat. And again, I want that kind of leveling. You know what I mean? So there's that nice sense of depth. And maybe I'll use a texture brush. A scribble kind of thingy. Shit, where is it? This guy. Whenever you're kind of bored or you don't know where to or you don't know what to work on, just find some kind of texture brush and just vary things up a bit. Maybe change the atmosphere. Work maybe on the leveling of shit. See? Maybe some more gritty thingies. I'll hit 3 for 30% opacity. Let me push this, shit, let me just change the, oh god. Let me change the brush, if I may. This thing actually feels, this area, this cliff, feels like it's forward. Like I can't tell if this, or this, or this is, I can't tell which one is closer, you know, like it's not too clear, so I want to, maybe it's because of this thingy. Fuck. Maybe it's because of this part, right here. It's too dark, so it's bringing this farther rock mountain thing close to the foreground, so it's kind of confusing the eye, so I may have to just change that a bit. I'll use a flat brush, the basic one. This one is included in the Essentials brush pack, so let's just push. I don't want to take away all the darks because I do want to so maybe a part of the mountain is dark because obviously it's going to be rocky. Maybe this just needs to be darker also. This thing in the front. This brush is in the opaque brush pack. Okay, now I think it makes sense. I think this one was kind of too dark, like there were so many darks, and this one, or this part of the mountain was too light, so it's kind of not as clear. So I had to like change it. This one, it still feels too dark. The mountain that's further away, so we have to change. I'll use a nice flat brush. This one does have a bit of texture in it, so. By the way, this is part of the opaque brush pack again. Oh, I need to change it more because I still see it still feels forward to me. Maybe it's becoming too opaque and I want a bit of abstraction, right? Let's bring some of these blues. I'll hit 1 for 1% or for 10% opacity, or maybe 2 for 20% opacity, and just kind of vary up the texture there. Maybe in this area as well, to just make it more, to break the colors a bit. You know what I mean? Oh, I actually liked it when the foreground was kind of here instead of here. So we can bring it back by just simply, guess what, painting over it. Because we have that ability. Am I right? Am I right? Of course you are. And look at how I'm not even that zoomed in. Bigger picture, I still don't know what this thing is. Or, oh shit, I can do this? I'll make a new layer, just to be safe. Like this. So this could be like a bridge. Maybe thick fucking cables. Right? And maybe there's some kind of, let's continue this to this side. Right, to get a platform. Yeah! Whoa, Dave, you're fucking smart. Oh, I feel like I should push this further back. Let me hit D. And I want to make use of this area here and bring it here. Bring this area over here. And because I feel like I want to make it kind of perspective or equal in spacing. These like bridges and shit. See? So you don't have to paint over everything. You can use like an area that you painted to bring it to a new area by using the clone stamp tool. Now for others, they prefer just painting it, but I think it's nice to kind of make use of all sorts of awesome techniques. You know what I mean? Let's do this. Now of course we have to go back here and make this slightly lighter because it's too dark. I still want to be able to tell that it's some kind of platform. Bring some greens there to make it alive, right? Look at that! Look at that, bro. Oh, I feel like I'm not doing a good job with this foreground change. Let me just do this. Let me hit L and do the Feng Shui. Feng Shui does this thing where he use the lasso tool, selects the edge of something, and then he selects an edge where he goes for the edge of an area and then does this. And then he would use a soft brush to kind of push something back. So we'll try that. Or we'll try a gradient brush here. Whoa, see that? By the way, this brush is in the Essentials brush pack. I did set this one specifically to pen tilt, so I'm not sure if the one in the brush pack is set to pen tilt, but you can always change it. Let me just hit L. See how it's further back? Oh, there's something wrong. This one is too high. Or too tilted. Let me just try this. I'll select this, Control T. Now it helps to layer things. So if because sometimes I do paint on one layer, but there is an advantage to having like to having like a bunch of layers. It's going to be a bit safer, I guess, to work in that kind of way, because you can like go back and forth and shit. Here's what I can do. I can go back here to the use a round brush. Okay, we're at 44 minutes at the moment, so this is an awesome speed painting, by the way. Oh, I know. Wait, let's just fix this bridge because I'm getting too excited. I want to connect something to this side. Maybe there are cables here or something. It's hard to do this thing. Maybe the cable thingy should be done last. And you want to be able to find a way to show the painting or to show the cables. So whatever works, if it's going to be a darker value, then pick a darker value, whatever you need to do to make it seen, right? I'm not sure where the edge is, maybe here? Maybe it's kind of bolted in. It's just a kind of a safeguard. I can do one here. Maybe one here. And try to make it as straight as possible, because obviously this thing is in tension, right? Is in tension. It's being pulled constantly, so there has to be some kind of shit. I'm not sure if that was a good idea, but I think you get the concept. There you go. I'll use the flat brush here, this horizontal thingy, and make some kind of platform present, right? Now this platform right here is actually in shadow, so it's not going to make sense to put it in light, because it's in shadow, duh. If we're homeless, why not just buy a house? It's a very common meme, I guess, of this chick that I think she was joking, but maybe she wasn't. I think she was part serious. I can't say. And in this whole painting session, I haven't actually used any of my mixer and smudge tools. So usually I use them to kind of, for the mixer brush, I use it to kind of blend things. For the smudge tool, I actually use them for designing, because it's easier to pull paint and to pull kind of paint around, and it helps with design. So some kind of bottom lighting here. This area is too dark, so let me just lighten that up a bit. Notice I'm not even that zoomed in, folks, so you don't have to be so zoomed in, especially when you're trying to think of the bigger picture. Not bad, not bad. Maybe I'll make a new folder to do speed paintings, and I'll call it like speed painting thingy. Because they did make a folder in my ArtStation called personal project, but I think I should change that and call it I don't know, maybe I should separate it. Like, I'll make a folder for design where I do like design sketches and iterations. I can do one on like paintings, like full paintings, or almost like maybe call it illustrations, where I spend like days working on that thing. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I want this, this needs to have clarity or contrast, this area right here. So we have to find a way to make the edge clear by adding some contrast. See that? Oh shit, we have 10 minutes left. Jesus Christ. I feel like I should. Oh, I mean, it's okay. It's a speed painting, but I feel like. Oh, this could be some kind of like. We'll do it quickly. Like a part of the mech, where it's kind of like a way to lodge it or kind of connect it to the mountain, right? You know what I mean? Kind of like that. To kind of hold it in place, right? Where it's kind of seated. Oh shit, my brain is functioning at 100,000%. Okay, this is dumb. Rock. This could be some kind of simple rock formation. Darks. Shadow, right here. And for the parts that are not clear, I can always just use a mixer brush. Yes, I can do that in the end. Because it's a great way to kind of simplify areas without, or to kind of make things vague. You know what I mean? So, oh, I know. We can bring this guy here. I like this orange. Oh shit. I'm running out of time. Some darks here. Like deeper darks. I want the greens to be a bit here, you know? It was supposed to be like a part of like design. Let me just do this. Some kind of underlighting. Am I right? Obviously, as you go further away from the main focus, it's this part right here. It's going to become vaguer in the surrounding areas, right? So no worries. Let's make this more clear. "52 minutes. It actually feels good to work with a time limit because it kind of gives your mind a way to just kind of relax, and it gives you an out. Essentially, Jesus Christ. So hopefully you're learning something as I do this. Because yeah. I know that looks kind of weird. Or maybe not. I can do this. So we are kind of designing this mech a bit. I want the tip to be kind of round and not like a beak. So it's kind of cute. Or maybe some kind of angle in a part of it. Oh, I know I can do this. Think, Dave, think. It's not bad. I think that's okay. Ugh. Maybe around this tip. Around the edge here. Okay, not bad. Make it blue. I want to bring some blacks in this area. So now it looks a bit fairly interesting, I think. Make the brush smaller, just here, to create that separation from the bridge here in the back. So just trying to suggest some kind of reflection, right? Let me use this brush, it's more efficient, I think. See that? We're at 55 minutes. Jesus. Okay, I want to use this brush. I'll go for the... I'll try this. Control A to select the entire canvas. Control Shift C. Control V. Ah, I don't like the tip. Ugh. It's fine. Right? Okay, that's enough designing now. Let me just add a few like lines. That was a dumb move. Just to make it kind of sci-fi-ish or mechanical looking, you know? Add some bolts. It won't make much of a difference in this stage, but yeah. So we're combining a bit of line work here, just adjusting a few segmentation, some kind of segmentation in this mech. Right? Not bad. I still hate that tip. Cunt. Make it orange. Ah, fuck. 57 minutes. Maybe do this. I think that's fine. Fuck it. Move on, Dave. Move on. Come on. Some darks. Create the shadow. Okay, I'm going to use Control A, Control Shift C to copy everything within that selection. Control V. I'll hit A for the mixer brush. That's my own personal shortcut. Eventually I will be uploading a mixer brush pack, but I don't have like a good enough number of them yet. So how it fits here a bit. Now don't overdo it, obviously. Tasteful way of be tasteful with the way you blend. And when you blend, you're actually taking away some of the details, so just be careful when doing some blending with the mixer brush. It's great for like intersections between shadow and light. It helps abstract certain areas. Oh shit. Let me hit B. And I shouldn't have painted over the bridge there. Hit A again. Right? It makes it also painterly depending on the type of mixer brush you use. Maybe this bridge is kind of fading away. Even the cables. It's actually hard to see, but whatever. Maybe this time I won't use the smudge tool. What should you do next? Control A? Oh wait, should I? What should I do next? Oh, I can make a new layer. I have a few cloud brushes here. Cloud, where the fuck are you? What's the best fog? Nah, so this one's too cloudy. I need something kind of foggy-ish. Okay. I have to use the lasso tool here. I'll do this, do this. Hit B. I'll hit 5 for 50% opacity. And make the brush smaller. Just a bit. That's good. Let's try this brush. Not too much. To suggest some kind of dust, I guess. Oof, damn. I'll hit 5 for 50% opacity. Dust. Maybe hit B, dust again, here. It's kind of in a desert kind of environment, so it makes kind of sense, right? Maybe there are strong winds in this area, so there's going to be a bit more dust flying around. Not too much. I'll put some particles in with the, let's hide this, with the noise brush. I have a few. I don't think these are included in the texture brush pack. I may have to add them. Just to kind of suggest texture, noise, make it tasteful. Maybe hit 1 or 2 for 20% opacity. And just sprinkle them around, I guess. Not too much. I'll try this. Oh, it's too thick. I'll hit 5 for 50% opacity. Oh shit, we're at 1 hour. I think we're done with the painting. Let me just make some final adjustments. Just because. New layer. And let's bring this dark thing here as well. Really show off the rockiness of that bridge. So maybe it's kind of part natural, part not natural, right? We'll bring some blacks here, deeper darks, to really show off that foregroundness of it. How it's essentially closer to you. See that? Let me break this up a bit. It's too like similar. Maybe have a nice flat brush to help blend them together. This one's too light. Let's do something about that. Oh wait, that's a good 1 hour painting. Should it be like this or like this? I feel like it should be like this. That's just me. Or like this. Or like this. Make a new layer and I'll add my name to finish things off here. Let me just change this. New layer again. God, new layer. add my name tag, and I'm essentially done with this painting, with the speed painting. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of the Art with Me series. It's a speed paint with me episode where I do a painting within 1 hour. Where this is pretty much done. It's more for a kind of a quick idea. So I guess this could be a part of the world that I'm trying to build. With the whole like mech thing with the babes, right? And yeah. I'm done. Why am I... Okay, I think that's done. Control Save, Control A, Control Shift C, Control V. Control Alt I to check the size. Should I minimize it? I think we're done. Should I sharpen it? I don't think so. I think it's good enough. We'll try adding some noise. I don't know. We'll see. Noise 3. And maybe sharpen that to kind of get a gritty texture from it. Oh, I know, maybe Control J. Maybe noise 1 with a sharpen of 100, or just maybe just a simple sharpen. I think that's good enough. Yeah, it makes it more crunchy, and I'm okay with that. So that's it for this episode of the Art with Me series. But of course, this is the first episode where I do a speed painting, right? A speed paint with me episode. So thank you for watching. Keep painting and stay free.